This week on the Virtual Boys.
Olamar's like, I was here first. This is my steak.
You can find the Virtual Boys on their website at virtualboys.xyz. While there, you can subscribe, check out the latest Nintendo news, join in some great discussion, read extra opinions about Nintendo, and even follow us on social media. We hope you enjoy the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of The Virtual Boys. I'm your host, David, accompanied with the rest of the Virtual Boys. Jordan.
I am Error.
James.
I'm really feeling it!
And Skylar.
Fink rats.
Also, you've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? All right, let's jump into news, guys. That was a little depressing.
Just end on a Majora note.
All right. So, James, what do you have?
So, Mario Tennis is going to be released on November 20th. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, taking the place of Star Fox.
Boo.
I guess.
Can't let you be released, Star Fox.
Because we all know we wanted the Mario Tennis game before the
I didn't
Star
even know
Fox
they were
game.
making a Mario Tennis game.
Watch the E3 prediction.
It was at E3.
I did watch E3.
It's like one of the new games they actually showed at E3 that nobody was excited about. They're like, oh, great.
I
Tennis
just
game.
forgot about it.
I was like,
It
oh,
made no impression on me.
where's my Zelda?
It's kind of like when they released Mario Kart. It's like, oh, that's really cool. But we knew it was coming, you know.
Yeah,
But
it's
Mario
true.
Kart's still a bit hype.
Yeah, Mario Kart.
Of
is-
course.
You just hate Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was ruined because one of our friends just kept playing it and beating you at it, so now you don't want to do it ever, even though we're not that friend that beat you at it.
Wow.
so Mario Tennis.
This is not real.
But Mario Tennis, it will feature like the power-up mushroom.
The Mega Mushroom.
The Mega Mushroom. And so it's different than the other ones because it won't be as fair. So is
I don't
what
know.
people
I
are
hope you
saying.
can turn
So
it
we don't
off.
know until the game comes out, but
But wasn't the 3DS one too fair? Like, there was no power-ups or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, there were no power-ups in the 3DS one. The Wii U game is basically the 3DS game, but they added Ultra Mushrooms into the game that make you really big, and like you can power smash and stuff. But I hope you can turn those off, just like you could turn the power-ups off in the GameCube version, so that it can make it more fair of a match.
yeah. But I mean, honestly, there really hasn't been a good Mario. In my opinion, there hasn't been a good Mario Tennis game since the Game Boy Advance one.
Oh, the one with the RPG elements.
It was the RPG. It was really cool. Like I don't know. Like, it gave me. An
If
incentive
they
to
have
keep
an
playing.
RPG in this game, it will be worth $60. I
Have
swear.
they talked about it yet, though?
They haven't talked anything.
No,
I doubt
not
it's in
really.
there,
I
then.
think it's just generic. Like, you know,
To be honest, I've never really played a Mario Tennis game.
it's okay.
I just played the GameCube one.
You play Wii Tennis. It's all good.
It's not the same.
No, it's
the
not.
same. But yeah.
All right, so Mario Tennis. What date does that release again?
November 20th,
November 20th. So that's the big holiday release, or one
along
of
with
them.
Xenoblade Chronicles X. But
Yeah. And Animal Crossing Amiibo Party Festival. How does
Yeah,
what's it
Amiibo
called?
Festival.
Amiibo
Yeah.
Festival. That's it. Anyway, all right. So Skylar, what do you have?
Oh, so I just picked up a recently released game, Freedom Planet. I was craving some Sonic, and everybody said this was really good, and the reviews are good, and everything, so I decided to pick it up.
How'd you like it?
I think the game itself is great, and the levels have enough. They're different enough, and running through the game feels like running through a Sonic game on the Genesis, which is really good. The music is decent. The one thing I'd say is that the voice acting is atrocious, and the plot's okay, but it doesn't make any sense to me.
right,
Like they
it's
kind of
pretty confusing.
So it's a Sonic game.
basically they throw new things at you, and you're like, where did that come from?
So
What are you
many
talking about here?
characters.
Good
It's
good
like-
gameplay, bad voice acting, terrible story.
That's it.
I'm on
It's
board.
Sonic.
Like, should I have read the novel before I played this game? Like, is there a backstory to this?
I'm really trying not. I try not to laugh right now.
I was like, I don't know what's going on. But this besides the story, there is a mode where you can play without the story, if you don't, you should probably go with that. If you don't want to play,
I'll probably go that way. Yeah.
So, but if you do want to get the third character, you have to play through the story. So,
I mean, like, if you like long cutscenes of Genesis graphics,
the graphics look good.
then I mean they look good, but it's long.
Yeah, they're pretty long cutscenes. I wouldn't say Metal Gear Solid long. But they're pretty long.
But yeah, they're pretty long. No, but it's really good, and I can understand. Like I've seen some reviews give it 9 out of 10. I can see that, but I tell you that voice acting. I'm sorry, but it's just really it's a struggle to get through.
Where I'm standing, it's probably like a 7 or an 8 on my.
But
my
the
rating.
gameplay's good, and the game design is really good as well.
The bosses are kind of unfair sometimes.
Yeah,
though. The bosses will wreck you.
Like you can get through the level like pretty good and without any too much difficulty, but then you get to the boss and it just wrecks you. Yeah. So it's But I recommend getting it, to be honest. Especially if you
want a good indie game that's not Shovel Knight or Shantae or anything, pick this one up. So.
Especially if you want to play a classic Sonic type game.
15% off if you download it in the Nindies at Home demo that Nintendo released back in at E3. It's 15% off.
Can you still pick up that package or
no? It was like a week-long event.
But if you did, then you probably should pick it up.
Yeah, you get it at 15% off your purchase.
Yep, and you can grab that on the Wii U eShop, correct?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So, yeah. Let's see. Jordan, what do you have?
So, Zelda's getting some attention from Stephen Colbert's Late Night Show.
Huzzah!
Yay!
They're going to show some footage from Triforce Heroes. We don't know exactly what. It might just be stuff we've already seen, but
yeah,
it is time to start drumming up the hype for that game. So maybe we'll see something new.
Yeah, for sure.
And then
less than a month.
The Symphony of the Goddesses are also going to be the musical guests for his show that day.
It's going to be awesome. I was reading the schedule, and they do their concert at like 8:30 in New York, and then they go to his show at like 11 o'clock p.m.
Yep.
Like, they just go straight over there after performing.
And then they're going on the plane to go straight here to Salt Lake so that we can... It'll be great.
It sounds like a rough time for them, but that's what they signed up for, and they're playing awesome music.
I would be there if I didn't have school. I swear I would have a ticket.
I'm so excited. I bought my tickets like 6 months ago.
That is like my dream.
You're going to have to talk about that when it comes out.
Yeah.
You have to let us know how it went.
Oh, yes.
Good old Bravenel Hall.
Cool. So, did you guys hear that Nintendo dropped out of the top 100 brands?
I did.
Like, internationally. Yep.
Was I surprised? Not necessarily.
Well, look what their Metroid brand has become, as an example.
Yeah. And their Pokemon's going straight to iPhone and stuff now. Yeah. They're not even, like, was it Game Freak's not even publishing all their games on Nintendo platforms now, so...
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But, Nintendo's been on that list since it was introduced in, I think, 2001. Like, the company behind it, they made the list in 2001, and Nintendo was on it every single year. But this year, when the list was released, Nintendo's off it. So, I still think Nintendo has a lot of potential, but this current generation has been really rough for them. With the Wii U sales and the 3DS's not so great initial launch and all that stuff. Hopefully, they'll pick up the steam in the next generation.
Yeah.
Do I think it's it's horrible news? No. But it's definitely not a good sign. However, we still have the NX to look forward to. So we'll see, what's going to happen.
Nintendo is still Nintendo right now. So
yeah.
Until they leave, until...
I don't think it's a sign to panic or anything. It's just some list. But
so, James, what do you have?
And, going along with the next generation and Nintendo's moving on to mobile gaming, Nintendo and DNA are going to be announcing their first mobile game here pretty soon. And there's a text by Dr. Serkin Toto, and I believe he is one of the workers of DNA, said, about the first Nintendo DNA mobile game, expect the unexpected, and soon. I have been, when I read that text, or tweet, I've been wondering what the heck is he talking about? Like, expect the unexpected. Like Legend of Zelda. I don't know.
Already?
Zelda on your smartphone?
Oh
No.
I was like, what? I mean, could it be like a whole nother game? Are they going to like bring back to life a new a former IP?
Ice climbers.
I don't know. Like I don't know.
F-Zero?
Something that's
Game and
playable
Watch?
on mobile, so
Yeah.
Game and Watch would be interesting.
Yeah,
That'd be
Horrible
fascinating.
idea, yes.
Just like tilting your handheld or like trying to push a fake button on the screen or something.
So I don't know, but what really gets me excited is soon. You know,
Yeah.
It's not going to be next year. I don't think. I think it's going to be.
Well, I hope we get a
I
direct
think it's this
soon.
month. I'm really thinking it's this
Yeah.
month.
We
Like,
were-
there's been little Nintendo news coming out this past few weeks, so I'm thinking we're gonna get
And-
something pretty soon.
And speaking of that lack of Nintendo news, somebody did the math, and this is the longest gap between Nintendo Directs that we've had
That's
ever
right.
since Nintendo Directs were
But
started.
is that partly because of Iwata's
Well,
death?
partly.
Partly.
I believe that has something to do with it, but even still, like, it's the longest gap that we've ever had, and there have been a couple of decent-sized gaps between Nintendo Directs.
Right.
And there's been a big lack of news. I mean, they're obviously working on a lot of stuff up at headquarters.
Probably a
especially
lot
with
of stuff is
Iwata
being
and-
reserved with the NX, so there's just not a lot to talk about because they're not ready to reveal.
That's,
Yeah,
a good point.
another good point.
But they could at least show a video for Triforce Heroes, or they could show a new video for even
Well-
Mario Tennis. Only has
Or-
like the one from E3.
Yeah,
Or
the
trailer
Mario
for
Tennis-
Zelda or Star Fox. I mean, I know they got delayed, but
Right.
at least give us something to.
Yeah, Mario Tennis only has
shows
that
what's
one
going
video,
on.
but Triforce Heroes is they're actually putting out videos for Triforce Heroes. It's just they're not advertising them and like you know telling people, hey, look at this. Like Nintendo America is not even tweeting about it. Like
No.
you know, we finally got some English footage of the game, but I mean, you had to go find it.
Right.
Got some Happy Home Designer stuff.
See ads for those on TV. You know, I mean,
Seriously?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a decent game. I was tempted to pick it up, but I decided against it because I don't have any of those amiibo cards, and I probably won't get any.
Maybe
So-
Animal Crossing for an app. I don't know. It could. Who knows what they could be producing? But I
Animal
think we
Crossing.
can expect it soon, and maybe soon means this month.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see what happens. All right. So, Jordan, there was some stuff about Smash that you wanted to talk about.
Right. So the guy who data mined Roy and Ryu the leak for that, he found 3 empty slots for characters. 2 of them were previously found back when he leaked Roy and Ryu, and an additional one has been added. And that's what's interesting is that they're increasing the amount of character slots. And the ballot ended today. Today was last day, right? Or was
I
it
think
yesterday?
it was last week. Wasn't
No,
it?
no.
No.
It was yesterday or today.
Yeah, it was either
Oh.
yesterday or today.
Okay.
We're
So-
recording today, October 5th. So,
Yeah, October
Oh,
5th.
sorry. Yeah.
So the ballot's also over. So we might be getting 3 new characters pretty soon up here. I think Wolf is kind of a shoo-in. He's
Yeah,
been at the
Wolf.
top of all the polls, and
Yeah, I think they were gonna save him for the Star Fox release, and then be like, "Here's Wolf," you know, and,
Yeah.
and
oh, wait a second.
But
Miyamoto's delaying it.
delayed.
but the other 2 are kind of those would be the mysteries. K. Rool probably, and then
Please.
Well, who
I
knows?
don't know
Like,
who the other one would be.
Boom
could
Ganon.
it, could it be that King K.
Gotcha.
Rool? Did Miyamoto plan on King K. Rool this early before the
Sakurai?
ballot? Sakurai, it's not Miyamo. Sorry, I meant Sakurai.
I don't know. He may be the new slot because K. Rool I thought was heading the polls in America and Japan.
He was.
He was.
So I don't.
Well, he was up at the top.
He's really high.
Yeah, he's really high.
Basically.
But
But-
Wolf is too.
Well, yeah, but I think Wolf was already a shoe in.
Yeah, and Wolf is easy to port over. They
Yeah.
already have his data from Brawl, so
He already plays differently than Fox and Falco anyway, so.
it'd be kind of cool if they just almost directly port him over with a couple of fixes.
Give him some changes.
Well, a few changes, but I mean, like, it'd be
Give him a final
interesting because
smash.
Fox has changed.
Yeah, give him his
Yeah.
own final smash. It's like, Wolf Master! Since when did this ever happen in Star Fox? It's like, Wolf, you've never used a tank in your life. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like assault. But it wasn't a Wolf
It
Master.
was also found that there were 6 new stage slots, 3 new ones, and then 3 Omegas. So they're probably releasing new stages when those new characters are released, perhaps one for each character.
I don't
I'd
think
say.
they would just do. Well, I don't know. Did we get a new stage with every single character that's come out? We didn't get a new Fire Emblem stage or a new Earthbound.
But we did get one for Ryu. So if it's like if they're third party characters or characters that have never ever been in Smash before,
well, if there are characters
to introduce them, they might do
are
that.
From franchises that aren't represented, I could see it. But
Yeah.
K. Rool's been represented. Wolf is already represented.
I would love a galleon stage, like
True.
like the King K. Rool ship level.
That'd be awesome.
That would be so sick.
But they also just did
they
Pirate
just
Ship,
added the pirate ship. That's what I was gonna say. I was like,
which Pirate
Yeah.
Ship's final form, Omega form, is really awesome.
Yeah, it's super cool.
You're fighting on that.
You're fighting on one of the watchtowers.
yeah, the outpost or watchtower things. It's so sick.
Also, Skylar, you were talking about how much you hate the changes to the shields
Oh,
and such in Smash.
They changed the
Yeah,
rules.
they added shield pressure to it.
Why would they? But like, and not only that, but the dodging is shorter.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't change the game this far into it. And I get
Well,
they're trying
you
to like.
can, but-
they obviously
Well, they
can.
did.
They did, but
Yeah.
it's not right.
It's almost been a year since Smash was released, and suddenly they're changing up some of the rules for combat itself.
That's
So-
a big change. That's not small.
And it affected every single character across the board. It wasn't just small changes here and there
Right.
for one character or two.
I'm worried that it hurt my. I heard it made Sonic a beast.
Really?
I think
Just because
I
he
think
can
so.
put shield pressure on everyone
man.
so fast and hard.
Uh,
Yeah, they're saying that this update makes shield pressure even more, like, I don't know, even higher than what was in Melee. And Melee had some
Really?
ridiculous shield pressure
Yeah.
going on, too. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
But shortening the dodging,
Yeah. That,
because you don't
I
have
don't think
wave
that was a good
dash
one.
to
Right.
aid in that, so that kind
Right.
of just makes it so defensive play is just completely
shot.
shot.
Yeah.
You have to attack and you have to
You
attack
have
hard.
to be perfect with your
Yeah.
defense.
Don't let the melee people like overtake your vision, Sakurai. Don't let them.
Well, I would like it to be competitive, but if you're going to put on shield pressure and I don't know, like put in wave dashing or something to speed up the game then too. But
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think there could be some changes, some reversions in
Don't-
Smash that they could do.
like, I want the game to be more aggressive than defensive, but you can't make it so there is no defense at all.
Right. 'Cause I was playing the other day against one of the level 9 computers that, like, usually before the patch, like, I would just, like, wreck them, you know, and everything. But now because my defense is so shot, like, they were getting shot, like, hitting me with things that I wouldn't get hit with before. And so it changes that whole game. But if you're going to make the game more like Melee, we already have a Smash Brothers Melee. Why don't just make this one?
And Melee's still incredibly popular within the competitive community.
Right, but it's nice to have more characters and
That's
change up
true,
the
too.
meta. And also, the tier list in Melee, it's becoming really squished. It's no longer Fox on Fox. It's becoming like every single character. Like, you should look at the tier list now. It's 3 different tiers, S, A, and F. It's
Yeah,
like-
like, the best, good, and then awful.
That's really funny. But like with Smash 4 though, I feel like you can play with a numerous amount of characters and they're all decent at what they do. So I just don't know why they did this with the update. It's kind of frustrating, to be honest, when I play.
I can see why they would do it. I think they did a little. They overcorrected. I think.
Yeah, they might not have tested it enough or gotten enough people to test it that knew
Right.
what they were doing. I don't know.
Well, at
know
least it's
what
not
they're
glitchy
thinking.
or anything like that.
Right, like
That's
they
good.
didn't introduce any game-breaking bugs or anything
good.
that could, completely give someone an unfair advantage. Except maybe Sonic, since he can do that
Well,
shield pressure. But
every update is going to give some character a buff and some character a nerf.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Dude, I noticed Charizard is like way better now. Again,
Yeah.
like
Well, because it's
he's-
harder to like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's even better now. It's like Charizard was already good, but now he's like I didn't die once when I was fighting level 9 computers with him.
I still need to get on it and start playing around and testing Yoshi and.
They nerfed Mario Spike.
Did they?
I am
Excellent.
I am dead sure because normally when I do that move, I can spike from pretty much anywhere, but now there's like a very specific.
where
box.
it's just where it should be.
No,
Yeah.
And
it's
James,
his
you'll be
only
happy.
good
They
thing.
increased the hitbox size for Lucina's down smash, like her down spike.
Yes!
So you can start training
Charizard.
on that a bit more. Her
Charizard
hitbox
still
is bigger.
works.
But anyway, those are just some interesting little bits from Smash Bros. Is there anything else that you guys had to talk about with news? No, nothing.
We're good.
All right, cool. Well, we will be right back with the next segment. So guys, with the announcement of Pikmin 4, I thought it would be nice if we talked today a little bit about our expectations for Pikmin 4 and mostly what we love about the Pikmin series. So what do you guys think? What would you like to see most in Pikmin 4?
I'd really wish they bring back treasures and stuff in Pikmin 4 because those are great. Like, collecting fruit is fine, and collecting the rocket ship parts was fine because that was Pikmin 1. But I just like seeing all the different objects.
The
and
little
relics.
objects were pretty fun, especially when they would have all the different names for all these different useless items.
I know, right? Like, you find a D-pad or something, and it's like Destiny controller or something.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so great. And you find chess pieces, like, I don't know, hair gel or whatever.
Yeah.
This is probably a common thing, but I would really like Pikmin 4 to be bigger and to be longer in gameplay because Pikmin 3 just felt so short.
It was tiny.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah, it
hilarious.
was really short.
you know, beautiful in a lot of aspects. Yes, of the game. If you can't say a word, just throw it away. Just don't try saying it. And so that was great, but I think they compensated visuals for the length and how much they had in the game. There was a lot to the game, but not enough for
I
a
think a
classic
lot of it was
Pikmin.
in the mission modes and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people really love the mission modes, and a lot of people that are big advocates for Pikmin 3 mostly do so for the mission modes because they're fast. You have to be efficient at all of your Pikmin thing. It's not like exploration at all. You just you go to get all of the treasure / fruit that you
I'm more
possibly
interested in
can.
the exploration, so I want a bigger
Me too.
world. I want to have dungeons. I'm not as interested in the missions because they're just disconnected from the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're very disconnected. It's-
Yeah. My biggest issue perhaps with Pikmin 4 and even Pikmin 1 and 2 was they show the entire world map and you go to completely different continents when you select which area you want to go to, especially in Pikmin 3, and then you're confined to this itty bitty tiny whiny little area. And we already know that, the captains are all super tiny, probably the size of ants. So I mean, there's so much of the entire Earth that hasn't been explored. By the way, this is a kind of a spoiler if you didn't know, but Pikmin takes place on post-apocalyptic Earth when all the humans have died out.
Spoilers.
But that's not really important to the story because you kind of figure that out as you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
stupid.
you start in Australia and
Can't
Pikmin
figure that out.
3,
You're
but
stupid.
but anyway, like
Should
I
be
was
playing
saying,
video games.
but like I was saying, it's just the world is so big from what we know living here on Earth that it seems like they're just confined to incredibly small areas with small amounts of fruit or treasures. So maybe if they expanded more, maybe confined us to one continent and had them explore a bunch of different types of areas. I don't think we've seen a desert yet. We've seen ice, we've seen forest, we've seen meadow in a sense, but I don't think we've seen desert or rainforest or any of those other different types of biomes in a sense. I mean, I think they could do something about that, especially since Earth is so varied with its climates.
Yeah.
Maybe even have a toxic area where it's
That'd be
been where
cool.
we all the humans have dumped their trash.
Or a
That'd
city.
be cool.
Have they done a city?
Yeah.
No,
why not
they
take
haven't done a city.
why not take a New York or something like that's
It's
been
just overgrown with just
vegetation and whatnot. And
That'd be cool.
that'd be great.
That would be so sick.
Wouldn't
man.
it though?
I would love to explore that. I
And
get
then
the
you find,
tunnels
a
and
skull.
things. As you find a skull. It's like
treasure.
it's like 1,000 pocos.
That's what you go for to collect human skulls.
Who needs Olmar and Alfred, those guys? This is a whole new culture that's coming in and finding the Pikmin. They're harvesting biomaterials.
They want flesh. Yes.
It's used for resources.
It's cool that the tunnels in Pikmin 2 were fantastic, but
Yeah.
I thought those were kind of separated too in some senses. If they could somehow get those tunnels just to be different parts of the world,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That'd be really cool.
Instead of making individual tunnels, they could be like biomes or places around the world. You know?
Now, I also heard that one of the reasons they took out the tunnels in Pikmin 3 was because a lot of people had issues with there being no time limit in there. Like, you could be in there for hours upon hours exploring those places. And people thought that took away from the whole, like, you have a sense of urgency that you had in Pikmin 1. I mean, in Pikmin 2, there's really no time limit for how many days you can have.
I don't know.
So,
I kind of liked that break, though.
I really did, too.
What would be nice if they had these dungeons, but they weren't, like, the entire focus like Pikmin 2 had it as.
That's a good idea.
That'd be fair.
So 50-50, basically.
Yeah, there was more overworld.
Yeah.
Than just
What also was really nice about the dungeons is that Pikmin 2 had way more bosses than Pikmin 3 did.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
I agree.
yeah.
Of course, that one boss
I
in
think-
Pikmin 3 was ridiculous.
Well, there were some really cool bosses in Pikmin 3, but
Yes.
bosses are generally my favorite part about Pikmin.
Uh-huh.
Just finding these giant monster behemoth things, and there just weren't that many of them in Pikmin 3. Like, you'll just be wandering around in Pikmin 2 and just get attacked by a giant spider out of nowhere. Not
Yeah.
even, like, in a boss room or anything. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that from Pikmin 1, too.
Yeah.
One of the areas where you get the blue Pikmin in Pikmin 1, I was just walking around, I wander into this, like, kind of, it was more of a secluded area, but it wasn't like a boss room or anything, and all of a sudden this huge, like, spider that had a ship part inside of it just pops out of nowhere and just starts stomping on my Pikmin, and I just kind of screamed and ran away as fast as I could. I'm not ready for this! I'm not ready for this!
Oh, num num Pikmin.
But another thing about the bosses in Pikmin 3, one of the issues is you absolutely do not need to have all of the different types of Pikmin to beat that game. To beat that final boss. You don't need them. And, I mean, I've seen speedrunners that are like, oh yeah, yellow Pikmin are absolutely worthless in this game. You only need them for a couple of things, like for speedrunning anyway. For getting
Right.
everything, of course, you need the yellow Pikmin. But you can do the entire final area without yellows. So,
I wonder.
I hated the final area in Pikmin 3.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that was
It was
It was kind of
bland and-
disappointing.
It was bland, and I felt too much pressure.
Yep.
Like the guy that was chasing after Olimar the entire... I mean...
Spoilers.
Well,
Yeah.
not
Oh,
that,
yeah,
but
spoilers,
you
sorry.
could just like have your Pikmin on a loop and just run around in a circle, and
Yeah.
like it took the pressure entirely off of you.
That's what I did, but sometimes she'd get close, and I'd forget that Brittany was
Oh.
running around, and I was like, crap, you got him.
Yeah, I think when David and I I was playing, and then David's like, "Here, just let me the gamepad, and I'll take care of that part." And so,
Yeah.
so he just took care of running the Pikmin around, and I just took care of everything else.
I remember that. That was great.
So I was like, "Well, all right, sounds good to me." This is stupid. Like,
Yeah, it
running
was
in
very
circles.
tedious. Very tedious.
That final boss was really not that. It was lackluster.
It was.
I
Especially
killed it
compared to
real
the
fast.
previous boss. Like, it wasn't like that little island in that mud.
Yeah, that giant... Yeah,
That
the
island,
giant
that thing
island.
was nuts. That giant.
It's crazy.
Now, there is a way to beat it really fast that I learned. If you start attacking it in the middle of its tongue attack where it starts eating everything up, like you charge, it gets rid of the damage cap, and your Pikmin can destroy it in one turn.
Oh wow!
Wait,
Like
what?
it's almost like a boss breaking glitch that speedrunners have found. So like when you get on top of it after breaking all the glass
Right.
and everything,
Yeah.
like it starts spinning around, and then a tongue comes out and it eats up all the Pikmin
Right,
that
right.
are around.
Yeah.
If you charge your Pikmin as soon as the tongue starts to make its way around, the damage cap, like normally you could only do a quarter of a cycle of damage every turn, that gets completely erased, and you can just destroy it in one turn. So
Dang.
it's like it's a boss breaking glitch. But anyway,
Wow. Yeah,
Well, that would have been
Hey.
nice to know.
right?
Yeah.
But he's incredibly obnoxious if you don't know that.
But it was a good boss battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially after like the final bosses in Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 1 though.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
oh my goodness, fighting freaking Louis on top of his death machine.
that was crazy in
That
Pikmin
was
too. I remember
insane.
watching you do that, and I was like, Louis on top of that.
It's like Louis sleeping. Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh no, he's controlling and he hates you.
Yeah. Like, you stranded me on this planet, I'm gonna kill you.
So something that I think is always nice when the new Pikmin game comes out is usually they'll introduce a new Pikmin. Do you want more Pikmin in this fourth one? Like more different types? Or do you want maybe just one or two and just
I'd
keep
rather
it?
have them just explore what we've had, unless if, like yellow's kind of useless, rock is kind of not great. I'd rather have purple than rock.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
and then
Yeah.
white's kind of pointless. So if you were
Yeah.
just like
if they had like good abilities and were useful, it'd be better.
I guess I'd be fine with them adding new Pikmin.
Right.
But you need like your 3 main sets. But yellow, I would be fine with yellow being swapped out with either purple
Oh, okay.
or flying, just so that we don't end up
So-
with one of the new Pikmin being just a replacement for the
Okay.
purples.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Fuck
Rock
stuff.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah. The white Pikmin did have use though. They found hidden things.
Well, they had
and-
use, but they're not like a key focus. I don't know. But
They
also the
poison
purple
people.
one kind of breaks the game. 'cause
The
they're a little too
the
strong.
white one could endure poison though.
That's true.
So they had use for poison and things. So if there was
And-
ever a poison monster,
And one of
you
the
use
nice
it.
things about Rock Pikmin is that they can't be smashed.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
smashed.
every Pikmin has its own benefits. I mean, flying Pikmin are pretty cool. They can fly
Yeah.
over a lot of obstacles and get stuff back.
I personally,
But you don't want too many types of Pikmin, because then it just gets really
Yeah.
cluttered really
like,
fast.
yeah, I understand that it gets really cluttered. I don't know.
Maybe if this was on
I
PC,
like
then we
to-
could have like a million different types
Okay,
of Pikmin.
but obviously it's not PC. But I would like to see, Miyamoto explore not only like the open world like we talked about, but go in a new directions. And I know that's what he tries to do with every game, but have them be more puzzles and more different things. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot to ask for, I understand. But I would like to go past the common Pikmin we have and try something new.
Well, does Miyamoto have to be tied to the project, or?
Well, I think he is right
I think
now,
it's his
isn't he?
favorite. I think
Yeah.
it's his
Well, that's
favorite
true.
project.
He's been
right
working
now.
on it,
Okay,
yeah.
he already said it's almost done.
But one thing that I found fascinating that they haven't dealt with yet is at the end of Pikmin 1, as Olimar's flying off in his spaceship, all of these onions like almost try to follow him away, and there are tons of different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they haven't done anything with those onions or those colors in any way, shape, or form. So, I mean, we know that they exist and that we could possibly deal with them. They just haven't done it yet.
Yeah. So, I think Pikmin 4 just needs to be huge, though.
yes.
That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
Pikmin
And
3
yeah.
was good, but if they want to like expand the series, make it better, get more people involved in it, they're gonna have to make a bigger game.
Well, what they could do if they wanted to put in tons of different types of Pikmin, not make them all playable, but maybe have like a competing treasure hunters that go to war with you and then you
Right.
try to get in their territory.
See that
Yeah,
that'd
you
be
were talking
cool.
about that. That was cool.
Yeah.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool, and and you'd have to think of new strategies to beat these kind of Pikmin.
Right.
Right, but if you beat them, maybe you could get their Pikmin too.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool for some of them,
Show
but
of dominance.
not too many of them because there wouldn't be enough types of Pikmin to carry that going on.
Well, I mean, if you fight like 6 recurring things alongside the treasure tracking
Oh,
and everything,
okay, yeah.
like you have 6, rival troops or something trying
Almost
to
like an
attack you,
RPG kind of thing, you
yeah,
know? Like,
and you have to
Pretty
fight
cool.
them, and every time you beat them, you get their onion. or
Maybe
something.
they're also from like different races trying to like collect treasure for
Yeah,
resources to
different
go
like
war
different
with your
planets.
alien, different
Yeah.
aliens.
And
Whoa.
Olimar's like, I was here first. This is my stake.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Is Olimar going to be in this game?
I hope so.
I really hope
I did
so.
not like Alf.
Also,
the other three.
Kate.
I thought it was nice having 3 captains to control at once. Their story
they
was
could've
kind of
still done that
fun. They were new, different types of characters. I mean, Brittany was pretty funny when she had her
But you can
moments,
still
but
do that with Louis, Olimar,
Right.
and
You
Hokutai.
can.
Yeah, the President
Yeah.
Hokutate or whatever. his name
maybe
is.
all 6 of them can work together or something in the next game. But have the main character be Olimar. I mean, I would love Olimar to return for
You
sure.
can have 6 different captains going 6 different directions,
and you
commanding
can have
6 different groups of
400 Pikmin out at once.
We're like, okay, Olmar, you got blue this time. Okay, like Alf, you got.
This will be the
green.
power of
It'd
the
be like the
NX.
most
Red
difficult
Pikmin.
game
You can
ever.
play on your TV, on your mobile device,
This
and
game is impossible without
and
the,
your handheld.
the gamepad.
the gamepad.
It's like, the NX needs the gamepad.
You need 2 people. Someone being like the captain. One
Dude,
person-
multiplayer in the game. Like
Yeah, within the actual story mode. That'd be sweet.
within the story mode, split screen play or someone like, hey buddy, come over here there, and you take this, and you go this way.
They have the split screen mechanics in for mission mode, for
Right.
co-op mission mode, and you control basically the same set of captains in mission mode when you have all three of them on the field. Like, one of them can switch to, I don't know, the captain while being Brittany, and like you can switch to Brittany if Brittany's not being in use. I mean, first player can do whatever, and second player can do whatever. I mean, it could work.
What is the commander's captain's name? I can't remember.
Charlie,
yeah, dude, he's my
Their
Charlie.
names are actually plays on Alpha Bravo Charlie, but with Brittany being the B, so kind of interesting there. A little bit of
Well,
trivia.
she wrecked it. Good job, Brittany. No, dude, I love Charlie. He's like my favorite character in that game. He's so funny. He's eaten.
Yeah.
He's like burst out of the stomach. It's like, well, everyone's like, "Oh, you stink so bad." He's like, "I don't smell that bad, do I?" Oh, it's so great.
So, what do you want to never happen ever again in a Pikmin game?
The frame rate drops.
Oh yeah, the frame rate.
Is it
drops are
really
awful.
that bad?
It's terrible.
Because
there have been in
played it.
Pikmin 3. If you charge all your Pikmin at once at like a certain object,
Or any of the
kills
bosses,
it.
all the bosses just kill the frame rate.
Played it. That never happened to me.
Missing that one random straggling Pikmin that was stupid to follow.
Or
you.
when you're harvesting grapes in Pikmin 3 and you miss one and it doesn't count as a complete fruit.
Oh, seriously.
Oh yeah.
That's
I had
terrible.
grapes. I had grapes.
I swear I had all of them. I swear I did.
That's what that
Can't
one
make juice
Pikmin
from
was.
this. Just
And if they bring back purple Pikmin, they can't nerf them like they did in mission mode for Pikmin 3.
Yeah, for sure. Purple Pikmin need to. They have to be strong. That's
well, they
them.
still have to be kind of nerfed a bit.
Picking
Right,
up-
they kind of broke the game in some sense. Like, you could go with an entire squad of purples and just wreck everything.
Is
in that
beautiful. It was my favorite part of Pikmin 2.
I remember when you were grinding like crazy to get 100 purple
I
Pikmin
got
for that
100.
final item.
It was a dumbbell, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It was. It took 1,000 to pick it
The
up.
dog too choy.
The dog chew toy. That's what it was. It took 1,000 to pick it up, so you had to have
Dumbbell.
100 purple Pikmin to pick this thing up. It was great. It was awesome. They're like carrying it back super slow.
Yeah, I never got that many purples.
Yeah, and then you just take it into battle and just wreck everyone. So
Just
good.
throwing Pikmin. Yeah. So, what for each of you absolutely has to be in Pikmin 4? Like, it wouldn't feel like Pikmin if this wasn't in the game. Skylar, what do you think?
Pikmin. I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah.
Treasure.
Treasure's yours.
Treasure.
Sorry,
for
sorry.
sure.
It's just Skylar.
Like,
Go for
I
it.
mean, it's Hocotate. Like, they're always getting debt. Maybe the president went on some nasty spending spree or something, and so they have to go back to Earth or whatever they call Earth, and Lost Planet, I think, or Hidden Planet or something.
Well, in Pikmin 4, I think, or 3, they call it like PNF 404.
But that's the
Yeah,
Copites.
that's the
not,
Copites,
That's
yeah.
not the Hocatations. But like, I don't. They maybe they just go find treasure again. They need more money because the president was stupid and sold, spent it all or something. But it's Pikmin plot. It's whatever. Like, I don't care. I just want a giant world to explore, plenty of treasures to get, and I don't know, interesting bosses and things.
I'm going to have to say bosses.
Bosses.
More bosses. I want more than 6. I want more than 20.
I mean, some
You need
really
over
big
9,000
Just
bosses.
like compare it. It has to be competable against Pikmin 2 in
Okay.
terms of the amount of bosses.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like they don't have to be huge, giant bosses to the extent of like Pikmin 3's Lake Mud Monster was or whatever.
Right.
But give us giant creatures to fight.
and yeah, not just boss rooms for them. Like,
and have them be like scattered around the place.
They're
Like
just
Right.
wandering around.
like whenever you get attacked by those bird serpent things and have those everywhere and
Yeah.
have the more powerful versions of them too.
Yeah.
If you put those in the game, though, you need purple Pikmin. Those are the only things that save my butt when fighting.
Well, you can fight them without purple Pikmin.
Well, yeah, I guess
fight them with reds with super spicy spray.
Yeah, Skylar. Jeez.
that's not good enough. I want to
Come on,
smash them with
Skylar.
purple Pikmin,
Do you,
daze
do
them,
you
and
even
then wreck
game,
them.
Skylar? Come on.
Do I even game? Have you even seen my
he's taking
library?
offense. He's taking offense. James,
on.
what would you say yours is? Like, what absolutely has to be in Pikmin 4?
Well, we talked about so much that I would like to see. I mean, it just has to be a good mix between Pikmin 2 and what it improved on, and then what Pikmin, the visuals of Pikmin 3. You know, having all those bosses that we just were talking about, but then also being visually appealing, and Pikmin 3 is fun to play, just very short, and so I think we definitely need a bigger game of a mix between Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 3.
Yeah. One thing I want back in Pikmin 4, I want to be able to command my squad of Pikmin to go in certain directions.
Or whatever the...
Like in Pikmin 2, where I could push them in whatever direction I wanted to, instead of just having them lock on and charge something.
And also C-throwing. Like, if you're charging them like that, you can mash the A button really fast, and you can throw them, like, almost instantly.
Yeah, like, that was great in Pikmin 2. They need to bring that back. The lock-on feature, for some people, they think it's great.
Yeah,
you know,
it's pretty cool.
It's all right, but I want the option to charge my... Like, use the other C-stick, or the other stick on the Wii U gamepad or something. Like,
What's he do with the nunchucks then? Because I liked playing the nunchuck controller more than...
Well, I played with the nunchuck controller too, but I think there was still a way in Pikmin.
There was. 2. I played Pikmin 1 on the Wii with the new improved control scheme where they just basically ported it to the Wii and let you use the nunchuck.
D-pad?
I think it was the D-pad. I'm pretty sure it was the up on the D-pad. Or maybe it was down. But either way, it was definitely in Pikmin 1 and 2 on the new improved controls.
Yeah, I'm sure they're in the game. Like, they could have done it. I'm pretty sure, or maybe they couldn't have. I don't know, technical issues, but it would be much more effective, in my opinion, than locking on to a target.
I just want them to have Olimar in the game.
That's a good one.
I thought Alf and Brittany and Charlie were a nice touch, good characters, but Pikmin is Olimar.
It's true. I am Pikmin.
Pikmin? Who's
he named them?
Alf guy?
I am Pikmin.
He named the Pikmin.
Something
they're named after his carrots.
I think would be really interesting is going a little to more. I personally would like to see a little more detail in the story of Pikmin, nice. The lore. I mean.
With a Miyamoto game?
Yeah.
Miyamoto game, right?
The guy that he can do it. He can do it. He can do it.
He's never really cared about story.
He's a guy about gameplay.
Yeah.
Okay, Legend of Zelda.
He didn't. Well, I mean, Anuma made the best plot so far, right?
Miyamoto was supervising Ocarina of Time, but it was mostly Aonuma.
Yeah.
Link to the Past. Hello.
That didn't have much story to it.
That had story? What are you talking about?
Nothing.
It had a little bit of introductory story. It had a bunch of dungeons, and then look, Agnaim, and then Ganon, and that was pretty much it.
There's more story.
It was more like explanation.
There's explanation. There's in game text and stuff, but it's not a story driven.
I don't care
game
what you
in
say.
any way.
I like to see Pikmin have a little more story to it.
I agree with you on that.
I understand the lore and whatnot.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
Which is why I'd like to see them go to New York City or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So we have some pretty high expectations for Pikmin 4. I think that they can do it.
It's got to blow my mind.
So is it going to come out when the NX comes out?
I hope it's a launch title. If Miyamoto was willing to drop the hint that it's coming, I imagine it is.
So we probably won't see anything of it until E3.
Probably.
Not until E3.
That's fine.
And Nintendo kept it under wraps after he said it. They're like, we can confirm it's coming, but we cannot confirm when or on what console.
They just need for the NX. They need to come out with heavy hitters. Pikmin, new 3D Mario game, Zelda game, probably, and then just throw.
We'll see about the Zelda game. I don't know about the Zelda game.
Pikmin 4, wasn't there a leak out there saying that Pikmin 4, Metroid, F-Zero, and 3D Mario were going to be the starting?
I think it was after. It was after Miyamoto said it.
It was after? I thought it was before.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it was after. But yeah, I think Metroid is going to be on one of the.
I don't think it'll be Metroid Prime, but I think they are gearing up for a new Metroid. But
wait, Federation Force?
No.
So, the next generation is going to bring a lot of cool stuff, especially Pikmin. So, Is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about with Pikmin?
Nay.
Go buy Pikmin.
All right.
Well, play it.
Yeah, go buy it.
It's definitely one of those games that it's unique in itself.
Yep. Very.
If it is on the NX, I don't know. Will we have the gamepad? Because the gamepad was really nice to have with Pikmin 3.
It's their patents for a gamepad-like device, but who knows if it's actually going to have it or not.
I'm telling you, it's a tablet.
The X is a tablet.
No.
Let's go.
It'll have a tablet.
It'll have a tablet. So it's not a tablet for my Wii.
No. It's a tap. Anyway.
Well, thanks everybody for listening to this episode of Virtual Boys. We really appreciate what you've done. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Twitter, and don't forget to subscribe to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Podbean, Pocket Casts, whatever you use. We're on all of them. Don't forget to check out our Twitter and the rest of the news. And thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.